I'm regretting that I asked you to go for a walk with me. This wasn't what I had in mind.
You know that anytime you go for a walk with me could end in some kind of adventure.
And it always does.
It's usually not
Always
what I
does.
would say is-
I will go with you. Watch the ocean kiss the moon. Run away with me. Where the morning paints the scene.
Well, here we are in Lake Powell Page area of Arizona, and we are gonna have some fun here. So right now, today, we're gonna go check out an area called Horseshoe Bend, which is actually where the Colorado River creates a little bend. And then we're gonna take in Lake Powell, and we're just gonna kind of spend a couple of days here checking out the area. It is pretty dang hot today, and we are here as of the filming of this June 1st, actually. So pretty warm here, but it's all good. And we don't mind the warmer weather being from Colorado ourselves. So stay tuned and you'll see what all there is to do in this area, and hopefully get some ideas for maybe when you might want to come through this area. So it's about a 3/4 mile walk. I'm not gonna really say it's a hike. It's like a gravel pathway, pretty easy walk. Although I did notice most of this was downhill, so we have a little bit uphill to go on the way back. But really easy walk down here. I thought it was kind of funny, the lady at the front when we drove in to pay the fee was like warning us, saying, you know, it's 3/4 of a mile walk. It's 97 degrees. Do you have water? Like, oh yeah, we've got plenty of water with us. And she's like, well, where are you guys from? And then I told her we're from Colorado. Oh, okay, you'll be okay. So I guess out of that, us Coloradans have some sort of reputation for being a hardier species or something. I'm not sure, but I just kind of thought that that was comical. But we're on our way, walking down here to the overlook area at Horseshoe Bend.
Now I know that 3/4 of a mile makes my hip hurt. Because whenever I run a certain amount of distance, it starts making my hip hurt.
Your sides are hurting. You guys are out of shape.
No,
Round as a
I
shape.
ran.
We're wide awake. We're the fire, we're the glow.
So this definitely is worth the 3/4 mile walk or whatever. It is just so surreal and so beautiful. It looks just like if you've seen pictures or whatever, but absolutely breathtaking. The colors are not enhanced. You know, a lot of times you see pictures and you wonder, well, how enhanced is the color in that picture or whatever, you know, what sort of filter did they put on it? There's no filter needed here. This is just absolutely gorgeous. The colors are vibrant. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, breathtaking thing to see.
So I started from the biggest rock all the way down here, and these are 2 rocks right here. I started off with 2 rocks, and I put this rock in here to counter the weight since it was falling. So I put that rock in there.
So here at the Glen Canyon Dam in, I don't know what is up. It feels like that this summer so far has been the summer of heights. It feels like that everywhere we go, there's just a ton of heights. And looking down over the edge of this, man, just makes me nervous, but pretty impressive sight. Well, I was reading about the construction of this in the 50s and 60s, and it cost $135 million to build then, which equivalent in 2018 dollars would be over $800 million. So pretty impressive feat. And then it's actually this dam that then creates Lake Powell, which is one of the largest man-made reservoirs in the United States. Pretty amazing feat of engineering, and It always makes my stomach just feel flippy floppy, if that's a like a term, because I'm not afraid of heights, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not afraid. It's a long way down there. Long way. Sprinklers and kids. Man, it's like a kid magnet anytime that there's sprinklers coming on, which is awesome. So this particular dam actually creates hydro power, which is a really interesting way to generate natural power and electricity. And that is, as water flows through the big turbines as it's coming through the dam, and then that generates power. And so there's several of these types of dams in the United States that generate that hydroelectricity, but it's a great way to use our natural resources, being water, because the water flows through it and it flows down the river, and it doesn't affect the water or the quality of the water, but yet we're able to get a wonderful natural resource by generating power through these types of dams. Right here is a memorial to the workers that actually lost their lives during the construction of this dam. So 18 people lost their life in the construction of this dam.
Let's have a moment of silence for those people who lost their lives.
Moment of silence over. I'm wondering what OSHA would have had to say about that. Of course,
Yeah.
it'd be closed. But such is the summer of coronavirus, so it is still fun coming out and taking in the sights, but some of the extra things that you would get as an experience, not gonna happen.
I'm gonna catch one though.
You think so?
I'm gonna catch one.
So I always like walking around the campground, and it's always fun looking at what rigs that people have and all of that. But here at this particular campground page, they have glamping wagons. They're like these covered wagons that are set up for glamping. So I kind of want to like take a peek.
It's probably theirs.
So there's a bed, like a full-size bed, you know, for like 2 people, and then like a set of bunks and like a little stove. I don't think there's any plumbing. Kind of cool looking on the inside, but I think you still would have to use like the bathrooms or the showers or whatever.
Wait, they're not.
It'd be a step up from a tent. So one thing that I think is interesting in the 2 weeks that we've been out is the number of rental RVs, 800 RV for rent or whatever. There's like so many of them out right now, and I mean, you know, you always see some, but it just seems like that there's a lot of them that are out right now.
So they've got a nature trail right outside the campground here, so we're gonna go check it out. See if Trin can do it. You got this, Trin. Rock climbing.
I don't have my hiking shoes on, but look, Mom.
Y'all can go. I didn't bring my Sportiva climbing shoes.
Trinity can do it. You can do it.
I'm gonna fall.
Help her, Dakota. I got you. There you go. You wanted to get your steps in.
Level steps,
Here's your steps.
not stairs. She's like, I better wear my helmet than you. I have a longer life.
Does it feel like you're walking on Mars, Dakota?
Yeah. Nope.
I'm regretting that I asked you to go for a walk with me. This wasn't what I had in mind. I wanted to just look at the campers.
You know that anytime you go for a walk with me could end in some kind of adventure.
And it always does.
It's usually not
Always
what I
does.
would say is an adventure. It's always a learning experience.
We always end up going on hikes every time we take a walk around the campground.
Do you enjoy it?
Yes.
This kid and throwing rocks. I don't know. Maybe it's just a boy thing. Let us know in the comments if you think throwing rocks is like a boy thing.
Historical climb, go! That really backfired.
I think he's just like testing the limitations of
Fireworks.
like, is the sandstone gonna disintegrate or is it like a hard rock?
It's watching it crumble.
Yeah, because I think the sandstone's like a new experience of like soft stone versus like in Colorado we have pretty much just like hard granite, right? So it's like a new experience of like soft sandstone.
This rock is hollow.
But this is beautiful, and it's just beautiful standing up here and just seeing the campground and kind of the valley. And I don't know, I never really have been much of a desert person. I've been more of like a beach person, not even really a mountain person, but like a beach person. But it has a beauty all of its own, and it is interesting to see different parts of the country. And it's one thing I think I enjoy about living the RV life is just the opportunity to see different landscapes and to see different countryside. And like even walking up here on this structure kind of feels like, I don't know, walking on Mars, I guess. Just not that I've ever walked on Mars, but like, you know, they say Mars is like a red planet, and it's just like red and kind of like a windswept look. So it's cool that this is right here at this campground here in Page. But nice evening stroll. The one thing that's nice is it's not 97 degrees at the moment. There's kind of just a really nice quiet breeze, so you can come do this right now and you don't feel like you're dying. If we would have done this about 3 hours ago, it would have been miserable, but right now it's nice and cool and just a beautiful evening. Even though I didn't really feel like scaling a hill, I just wanted to go for a walk in the campground. It's still beautiful and the view is really nice, so glad we came up here.
I beat your record for the highest. Crap, Dad, there's a black widow right beneath you.
What?